Today I'm going to show you how to build and launch a real web app using Claude with no coding required. And I'm not talking about just a basic demo. I'm talking about a fully functional tool with a real live URL that anyone on the internet can use. And for this video, we're building a freelance rate calculator. You plug in how much you want to make per year, your hours per week, how many weeks you want off, and it instantly calculates your ideal hourly rate, your daily rate, and your project minimum. And we're gonna have it live on the internet by the end of this video. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor, Storyblocks. If you're creating videos on a regular basis like I am, you know how much time gets eaten up just finding the right footage, music, or sound effects. You're bouncing between 4 different sites and none of them have exactly what you need, and half of them have weird licensing that you're not totally sure about. Well, Storyblocks fixes that. It's a stock media library with over 7 million assets, footage, music, sound effects, templates, images, all in one place. And everything in their library is 100% human-made, no AI-generated content, real filmmakers and real artists from around the world. And I've been using it in my own videos, and what I appreciate most is the licensing clarity. Everything you download is royalty-free and pre-licensed for commercial and monetized use. You can even whitelist your YouTube channel directly in your account settings to help prevent music claims if they come up. That alone is totally worth it in my opinion. They've also got AI-powered tools built in, AI video editing powered by Runway, and AI voiceover powered by 11 Labs. So you could polish your content faster without ever leaving the platform. So to start telling better stories with the tools that I use, just visit the Storyblocks link in the video description below. They're also offering a limited time discount for Blog with Ben viewers, only available through my link. So you can save a little money and get started today with Storyblocks. And on that note, let's build an app with Claude. So first, head over to Claude, and I've linked to it in the video description below, and start a new chat. And just a heads up, I'm using the Pro Claude paid plan in this video. Then here's the thing about prompting Claude to build apps. You don't want to be vague. You want to describe the app like you're describing it to a developer who's going to build it for you. And here's the prompt that I'm going to use. And I'll put this in the description below so you could copy and use it if you want to. And instead of reading this entire prompt, I just described what the app does, I described what it looks like and how it behaves. The more specific you are about the experience, the closer Claude gets on the first try. Okay, once you've entered the prompt, go ahead and send it through and watch Claude get to work. You'll be taken to the chat interface where you can monitor Claude as it builds out the actual code for the app. And as you can see, it's building the HTML file right here. It's pretty cool. Then this took a little under 2 minutes to process, so I'm going to fast forward for the sake of time, but once it's done, you'll get an outline of what Claude did on the left, along with the HTML file that we could download. And then a preview panel on the right will appear where you can actually interact with the app in real time. And how cool is that? For a first pass, this is actually pretty amazing. We have an interactive prototype that we could use to get a feel for how the app behaves. And I can drag the sliders and the stats in the app update instantly. The hourly rate, day rate, project minimum, monthly, and weekly income targets are all there. Looks great. But we're not done here. Let me show you how to make some edits to this app. And I feel like this is where the real power of building with AI shows up. So if you want to refine your app, which you'll more than likely want to do, it's as easy as telling Claude what you want to change in the chat. So in the text box, I'm going to say, add a light and dark toggle switch. And then we'll send that through, and Claude gets to work and pretty much knows exactly what I want to change. No going back into the code, no hunting through files. You just describe what you want in plain English, and it handles it. And again, this took about a minute to finish, and check that out. What would normally be a pretty big undertaking in terms of development, Claude handled it in like 60 seconds. Plus, it works almost perfectly. The light and dark theme switch was added to the nav, and then when we flip it on and off, I could swap the light and dark themes. However, I do notice a little issue. When I switch to the dark theme, some of the text stays dark, meaning it's hard to see against the dark background. So let me show you another cool trick. You could take screenshots and upload it in the chat, essentially showing Claude what you want to edit. So I'm going to take a quick screenshot of the text in question. Then in the chat, I'll describe what I want to edit. So I'll say, when flipping to dark mode, the set your text and the monthly rate numbers are black and hard to read against the purple background. We need to lighten that so it's readable in the dark theme mode. Please see the attached screenshot. Then next, let's attach the screenshot of the issue to the chat. So click that little plus icon there in the lower left corner, and then select Add Files or Photos, and find the screenshot. Then once added, you'll see the thumbnail there in the chat. All right, so let's go ahead and send this to the AI and watch it get to work. And what's amazing to me is that you could watch Claude reason and figure out the issue. As you could see, Claude states what it found the issue to be and begins implementing the fix. And this took about 20 seconds to process, but once finished, we get an outline of what was done, along with an updated HTML file, and then taking a look at the preview on the right, it's been updated, and the font color has been fixed so that it's lighter against the purple background in dark mode. However, now that I'm doing this, I see another issue that I missed. It looks like there in the logo in the upper left corner, it's the same issue. Whenever it's flipped to the dark mode, you can't see the logo. So let me do the same thing by taking a screenshot of the issue, and then I'll send the request in the chat. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to fast forward all of this because these are the exact same steps as before. And then once it's done, much better. The text and the logo look great in the dark theme mode. Now, you could keep iterating like this as many times as you want. You could change the colors, add a new feature, adjust the layout, add pages. Every change is basically just a sentence away in the chat. Just to keep an eye on your usage. And you can monitor it by clicking on your account avatar in the bottom left corner. Then from the menu, select Settings, and then Usage. And this is where you could see a breakdown of everything you've consumed for the current billing period. It'll show your message usage across different models so you could get a sense of how much you're actually using Claude day to day. If you're on the free plan, this is especially handy for knowing how close you are to your limits before you hit a wall mid-conversation. And if you're on a paid plan, it's a good habit to check in every now and then so there's no surprises. Another quick tip, if you go back to your chat and notice that the preview on the right is gone, just click on the HTML file card, not the download button, but the actual card. This will open the preview of the app on the right-hand side. Okay, so feel free to keep iterating and making edits to your app if needed, but for the sake of time, I'm going to move on. So when you're happy with what you've created, go ahead and click the download button. That'll save the app as an HTML file to your computer. One single file, that's all we need. All right, now we're going to take that file and put it on the internet. So head over to Netlify, and I've linked to them in the video description below, and you can create a free account if you don't have one yet. They also have paid plans, but if you just want to get this app online quickly with a free subdomain, this is the way to go. Okay, so once you're in, you'll see your dashboard, and click the Add New Project button in the upper right corner. From here, you'll see a drag and drop zone where you could do just that. Drag and drop the HTML file from Claude, or if you click where it says Browse Files to Upload, and then find the HTML file on your computer, and then once added, I love this, Netlify will ask you a quick question. Do you want to rename the file to index.html? By default, Claude uses the chat title as the file name, but if we want this to work online, we need to rename this file to index.html. And I love that Netlify catches this before letting us upload the file. All right, so go ahead and click the rename and deploy. And then that's it. In about 10 seconds, your desktop app is live. Netlify gives you a free domain. It's going to look pretty weird, but if you click on it, you'll be able to see your live app in an actual browser. And so far so good. The app looks great on a desktop and it's functioning properly. Then let's check the responsiveness. And when we access the app on a mobile device, look at that. The entire layout automatically adapts to fit the smaller screen perfectly. And this is really important because a huge percentage of users today are accessing websites and apps directly from their phones. So being able to create something that looks professional and functions beautifully across desktop, tablet, and mobile devices is a huge advantage. But what if you want this to live at a custom domain name instead of the random Netlify URL? Well, you could set that up inside Netlify too. So if we head back to our project dashboard, look for the custom domain card, and then click Go to Domain Management. Then from here, click where it says Add a Domain, and you'll have a few options. You can buy a domain through Netlify directly, or you can add a domain that you already own. We're going to go with the second route, but first we need to actually get that domain. And you have a lot of options when it comes to purchasing domains, but what I use and recommend is Namecheap. And I've linked to Namecheap in the video description below, and all you have to do is sign up for a free account and search for the domain that you want. And Namecheap has been around for a long time, and honestly, the name says it all. They're one of the most affordable places to grab a domain, and the prices stay competitive even after that first year, which isn't always the case with some of the bigger players out there. But it's not just about price. It's super easy to get a custom domain set up in Namecheap and then connect it to our app in Netlify. And like I said, all you have to do is just type in your desired domain name in that field there, and then click the search button. And next, you'll be able to see whether your domain is available. If it's highlighted with a check mark here, that means it is available and ready to register. Right now, the .com I want is $11.28 per year, but stick with me because I'm going to show you a promo code in just a second that brings that price down. Now, if your domain isn't available, you'll just need to try again until you find one that is. Then if you haven't done so already, go ahead and add your domain to your cart. You could do that by clicking the little shopping cart icon next to the domain there, and then click the checkout button at the bottom of the screen. Next, on the cart review page, you'll see everything laid out clearly. You've got your domain registration for 1 year, free domain privacy, which is actually included for free, and it's a nice bonus. And one note about that domain privacy, Namecheap includes this for free, and it hides your personal contact information from the public WHOIS database. So I definitely recommend keeping that enabled. Then before you confirm your order, let's grab that discount. So over on the right side of the page, you'll see a promo code box. Go ahead and click into that and type in newcom679 and hit the apply button. Now, I can't use it because this is only for brand new customers, so be sure to check the video description below as well, depending on when you're watching this video. There may be a different promo code there, but either way, this newcom679 promo code drops the price a bit. Okay, once the promo code is applied, go ahead and click confirm order, and you'll land on the order review page where you can double check everything one more time. And then if everything looks good, click pay now, and Namecheap will process the order. This should only take a few seconds, so just sit tight really quick while it does its thing. And in a few moments, you're in. You'll land on the confirmation page with your purchase summary. And what I recommend doing is clicking the manage button next to the domain that you just purchased, because this will take you to the domain settings. And from here, click the advanced DNS tab, because we'll need to come back to this section when we connect the domain to Netlify. And speaking of that, let's head back to Netlify, and then in the domain management section, click the add a domain button again. And since we already purchased the .com from Namecheap, go ahead and click add a domain that you already own. Then next you'll land on a page that says add your existing custom domain to your project. So in that field there, just type in your full domain name and then click verify. Netlify will check the domain and confirm that it found it. You'll see a message saying the domain has been found, and it'll tell you to update your DNS records at your registrar to connect it. So go ahead and click Add Domain to confirm. And then back at the domain management page, you'll notice both ratecalcapp.com and www.ratecalcapp.com have been added automatically. Netlify always adds the www version alongside your root domain. Both will show a pending DNS verification warning, which is totally expected. That just means we haven't pointed our DNS records over yet. We're about to fix that. So click on pending DNS verification next to the www version of your domain, and a panel will pop up showing you the exact DNS record that you need to add. Netlify is telling you to add a CNAME record for www that points to your specific Netlify subdomain. So just highlight and copy that value like so, and I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command C on my keyboard to copy it. And then next, head back to the advanced DNS section of your domain in Namecheap. And before connecting the domain to Netlify, we need to remove the existing redirect and parking records from Namecheap. These records are currently pointing the domain to a parking page and redirecting traffic through Namecheap instead of allowing Netlify to manage the domain directly. So removing them ensures the domain can properly connect to Netlify's DNS settings and display our live app correctly. And all you'll do is click the trash can icons next to each record, and then there will be this pop-up confirming that you want to delete it. Go ahead and click yes. And then do the same thing for the other record. And there we go. Now we can add our records from Netlify. So to do that, click the Add New Record button. And for the record type, select CNAME from that drop-down. And in that hostname field, just type www. And then for the value, paste in what we just copied from Netlify. Then for the TTL, leave that as auto. And then once everything looks right, hit the save button, which is that little check mark. And just like that, the CNAME has been officially added. Okay, the CNAME record is done, but we still need to add one more record for the root domain, and that's the version without www. So let's head back to Netlify, and this time click on the pending DNS verification next to the non-www version of the domain. It'll be the one marked as your primary domain. And a panel will open up again, giving you the DNS instructions for the root domain. You'll notice it's a little different from the www setup. For this example, we're going to use the A record. So go ahead and copy that IP address. So again, I'm highlighting it and then clicking Command-C on my keyboard. And then head back to Namecheap. And then follow the same steps to add a new record. But this time, select A record for the type. So click Add New Record. And then from the drop-down, select A record. Then for the host name, type the @ symbol. The @ symbol represents the root domain. And then for the destination, paste in the IP that we just copied. That's Netlify's load balancer IP. Also leave TTL set to automatic, and then click the check mark to save the new record. And just like that, we now have the correct CNAME and A records in place. Okay, we're almost done. This time head back to Netlify again, and you'll see both domains showing pending DNS verification. That's fine, it just means Netlify hasn't confirmed the records yet. So below that, in the HTTPS section, click Verify DNS Configuration. And if your records have propagated, this usually kicks in pretty fast, you'll see the SSL TLS certificate section update to say DNS verification was successful. That's the green light. So far, so good. So next, click Provision Certificate, and a confirmation modal will pop up letting you know that Let's Encrypt is a fully automated install. Netlify will provision a TLS certificate and install it on their CDN on your behalf. I know I'm using a bunch of technical jargon, but all you need to know is that things are connected properly and you'll have a free SSL certificate for your domain in a few moments. So go ahead and click Provision Certificate to confirm. Then the SSL section will update to say waiting on DNS propagation, which just means the certificate is being set up and the DNS changes are finishing their rollout across the internet. This usually only takes a few minutes, but it could take up to 24 hours or so. Just be patient while it does its thing, but after a while, whenever you refresh the screen, you'll see that both versions of the domain are now showing up as active links in the production domain section. No more pending warnings, and the SSL has been enabled as well. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Let's click on the primary domain. And voila, the app is live at our custom domain. And when we zoom up to the address bar, you'll see the app is secured with the HTTPS prefix. The new records worked, and the new SSL certificate was properly set up. All right, that's going to do it for this video. We went from a blank Claude chat to a live deployed web app with a real URL, no coding required. This is honestly one of those workflows that I think completely changes what's possible for non-technical creators and entrepreneurs. And don't forget, if you are a creator and you want to use story blocks for your own videos, the link is in the video description below. And like I said earlier, they're offering a limited time discount exclusively for my audience. So make sure you use that link and get that deal. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.